no stop the biasness, stop the nastiness, brother. Cause public, you make it public here, PNP, and we have to explain to the young people, we are going to vote out. I want to get it. How you notice, I want to hear attack. A plan, we already set going already for voting out, you know. More one that could ever think or imagine, no. But voting out, you know, brother. You don't understand, yeah. I don't even know my goal have no seat down there, so. You don't even understand, yeah.
Paul, can't talk now? Can't talk now?
God, when we talk the truth, man, that would love when we talk the truth, man. Bless, man. When we respect on and talk the truth, man. Please. Like, go ahead, man. Listen.
So we can't talk the truth now? Paul.
Yes, sir. The truth is talking, you know, please.
Listen, man. I know this. Listen, man. Listen, man. I know the
and Philip Paul will know.
Wait, no, so you know I'm talking truth now. I know Delroy Chuck Slick the speaker.
It was Delroy Chuck.
Listen, me, man. I medicate about something, daddy. Listen, me, man.
Why you unfair?
Wait, no, man. Jesus Christ.
Do you want the clip?
You want me explain something to you? The party itself. Listen, the party itself come to a conclusion led by the Prime that Judith was over the speaker. That's one. When you come to parliament, you have a formalities. One person from the government nominate her. That's formality. And seconded by the opposition. Even this opposition seconded it and was agreeing with her in the thing. Because she was the deputy speaker. And she was doing a good job as a deputy speaker. Them expect her to just do your work as a speaker, because speaker was just to be referring in parliament, you know. It's when she start the biasness now, you know. Then the party start look on her and call her out, you know. You know what I say? So I want to run with that. I want to talk about morality. Morality, they should have never support her, but there's not the PNP could have about it, you know. Because then don't set their mind to she'll be speaker already. Then don't set their mind about that. So we not talk about talk truth and them something there. Truth and the jail pin right now is same sentence, my general. Because when you ask that question, you say anything wrong in our Prime Minister the way it's 3 years start the declaration can't declare. Anything at all wrong with that?
Did they find the Prime Minister guilty, sir? No.
Jesus Christ. Listen me now, my general. Your question me ask again.
You didn't, you shouldn't go there.
Listen to the question me ask again. The fact that the Prime Minister 3 years in statutory declaration can't be certified.
Yes,
is there anything wrong with that?
Sir. And the investigator is going to be facing the blunt of the law for it. Because everybody down to the PNP lawyer tell that this is they are guilty. Don't the PNP lawyer then tell you so. So please understand, say this is a court matter. And them going to deal with their card.
Don't send them madness and if you talk on the live.
If a man get up and tell lie, how you would have feel, my brother? Tell me God too. I'm going to get
madness. You man attack on the live.
We not ask you what something.
Respect no talk the truth in you.
Don't come up.
No man, no come up, man. Better make him come up.
Hold on.
Better make him come up.
Let me come up. Me come up. No man, me come up. No me general, me come up.
Bad.
Bad.
Come out. Me no want and you come out. No want him come out. Me don't want him about this question.
No man.
No, me want ask him something still in about him gone.
You nah go answer. I want to see man a mad man.
One question.
Man, no sense.
With the Prime Minister.
We not say Prime Minister guilty, no Mr. Cole. We not say Prime Minister do nothing, you know. We just ask you, we not see nothing wrong with it.
Nobody not say him guilty, Mr. Cole.
The waste man them on the live now. The dirty labor right then. You see my talk on the live? You see I eat that brother?
Let me tell you something, no caution. You see problem with it? The labor rights are not admitting the works and respect the works.
And that
they're not respecting the Work and Integrity Commission. And then nobody did say the Prime Minister. Nobody said the Prime Minister was guilty or charged. It is simple questions.
Well, on it. So nobody
Caution.
The Prime Minister going to question and answer session with the IC.
Yes, we
No,
are
man, say,
here. Hold
you
on,
hear me
little
or not
caution, I
hear
say
me?
something. Yes.
Listen, I don't want nobody come up in my box with all due respect and tell me who me take down and who me put up. Choose who come in at the box. If you don't like who in at the box, too bad. You understand me? I like the style of virgin. They keep me going and keep my life, the people in the box active. And when me alone over here, me not see nobody come over here. But as soon as a laborer jump in the box, when I tell them to come out, and when them gone pan for them life, when I gone over for them life, underneath the comment section, I listen to them, see them weird. And yet still, when I not listen to them, when I cannot debunk nothing, because when I try to do it, them are going mute. You know? Me no want nobody coming on my box come tell me who to take out of the box. It's simple as that, Virgin. Where Sam Mullins?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Me come out because you know.
No, Mr. Cole, Mr. Cole. Just go and reason, man. Just tell people when you not do it.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
hold
true,
on,
fact.
caution. I listen to last night, I'm going to tell you the truth. I couldn't even bother, because right now I feel shame so I'm Jamaican sometimes. You have a thing them I said last night when you want to answer, but I couldn't bother. Them I say why the Integrity Commission never directly refer the case to TAJ and FID. I couldn't understand. So the Integrity Commission have a memorandum of understanding where them could have directly refer the case straight to the FID. But you see, any of the Integrity Commission did do it, we wouldn't have the report all now. So everybody would have sit on and still I wonder what illicit 6, what illicit 8. Everybody would have still sit on and wonder what go on. So you see, in order to ensure transparency and to get the news out there, the Integrity Commission have to put it in the hands of Parliament. Because see, any of them never get to Parliament, you'd hear say, yo, them a pressure the Prime Minister and we don't know what happened. And you'd get a lot of accusations. So, and they would not have been able to table the report to make the public and the Parliament fully aware of the things that they found in their investigation. So they had to give it to Parliament in order for us and Parliament to have the report to really read what is going on. Any of them, they go straight to FID, we wouldn't know none of this. So people are asked why them never do it. That is the reason why them never do it. Them do it for the benefit of the country, so the country can actually know what is in the report. You understand what I'm saying?
Everything.
But RJ, you know, say, me try break it down as low as possible with them. Me I tell them say, if you're statutory, if your liability, your asset, and your earnings, if you try them correspond. The premise of another position, you know. Every time I get out, me spell it out, and then
I'm telling you something, Zine. I'm share the video with someone. US just indict the governor in New York for the exact same thing with Andrew.
The mayor.
Right.
Them just indict the man, the same thing that we don't want to have Andrew, you know. Them just indict the mayor in New York for the exact same thing, you know. Jamaica is like a dolly house because of this thing.
No, but as I mean, that's the first number, brother. And you're going to, I think that with the IC them answer. Them sit in front of them, them question him just like a courthouse. Everything we answer to, them record it on tape. Everything we answer to, him have to sign to it. So them can't say him not guilty of what him do, or them for read for him report when him send go give IC too, because them send it to Parliament too, you know. Enough Jamaican not read it.
Most people don't read the report, and that's the truth.
Enough people don't read the report.
You cannot read this report and believe that the man innocent. It's impossible.
RJ,
enough people don't read film part when him write to the IC. Part where Andrew Wallace write to the IC. Enough people don't read film letter.
no.
And fame letter more damage more than even the report. Because I'm signed to everything where I see
But
published.
RJ, you know what the people is looking for? Same as how the opposition use their constitutional right.
One great man come there back, sir.
Huh?
One great man come there back, sir, man. Him have all information. You can pose the question to him, Sir Dolan.
Yeah, Mr. Dorland.
Greetings,
Yes.
who's saying this? Caution.
My life.
Me about the man,
Listen up.
caution, you know.
Listen up. Listen what me I say, girl.
Greetings, greetings. Tell me
Listen.
something now. Tell me something now. You're a man, I say. The same thing where Eric, the guy, the man New York is charged. It's the same thing they charge him.
The same exact thing.
Those are falsehood. Those are falsehood. And it's a total different something. Your people are looking at the he illicitly enrich himself.
All right.
Or if it correspond.
So stick up-
correspond.
stick up to now. Is the mayor of New York being investigated for illicit enrichment that based on campaign funds and favors that he passed on? Was it illicit enrichment?
Yes, that's a part of it.
Let Dolan answer. One man talk to you.
The mayor of New York is illicit enrichment, right?
From Turkey and all kind of things. And of course, you know, the FBI wiretap them.
All right.
Remember,
so
so the guy in New York has been charged, you know, and he's gonna go before the court, and the FBI is gonna present the evidence they have on him. That's a total different.
So why did we not put Andrew before our court and before our investigators? Why?
With what evidence? You can't put people before. You can't charge people without evidence, and you can't put people before court without evidence. You don't see that the director of corruption prosecution refused to charge the leader.
For four bank accounts, that is four. That is four.
Bank account is crap, my brother.
No, come on. The better than that. The better than
come
that.
on, man.
Caution. Can you put the show in order, please? Come on, ask your brother you one question.
Look, man, 4 bank account. 2 is his mother that he was not aware that he was on. 1 for his father that he was not aware that he was on. And 1 for with his constituency manager.
All right,
Mister, let me give you a second.
You guys, I thought this platform here, I think it have some intellect in it. And that's why I don't hear them crap about 4
please,
bank
I
accounts.
can say something there. I can say something and mute my mic. May I mute my mic and then somebody go next.
Yes,
Mr. Dorland, I go clarify. I go clarify on behalf of myself, on behalf of everybody in the comment section, and on behalf of everybody who's up on the For You page. I listen. You see those 4 bank accounts? Nobody cares about them. That is not why a lot of us are complaining. It's not about the bank accounts that are in his parents' name. That is not the meat of the matter for any of us here. So cut out that argument. None of us care about those 4 bank accounts. That is not what is causing a lot of us to be upset. So cut the argument there. All right? Somebody else.
But somebody just mentioned it.
All right, Mr. Norland, let me say this to you now. As the leader,
Everybody here, that is not the issue.
Wait, I'm structure the thing. Well, I'm not structure the thing, pana. But I know if not other little labor to a respectful one, so I want to empty spot. Like, I don't want to know pressure that man, you know, because I feel like if I pressure him like a pressure cooker, you know, but I listen to him on the live of a chopper meter. This is a chopper meter A-class student, you know, not a B or a C-class student.
Gosh, I'm the historian.
On the A class.
Yeah, I want to deal him proper. I would respect.
A class, I said. Fully know.
All right.
Yes.
Let me say something I know, Caution.
You got the first shot of time, please.
All right. It's either 2 things. It's either I'm gonna make a statement I gotta ask a question because I have
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who are going to want to talk to this man until we have another labor right come up in the box. It's
Is
either
a question me I go ask? Is a question me I go
well,
ask?
on the break, you know, so you gonna so jumpy like on a Bugs Bunny. Listen, no. It's either I'm gonna take a 3 minutes with him or a 5 minutes. And you know, say, yo, Jams and this man wanna talk for 5 minutes. You understand and be respectful. Can sound like this, then people can reason and now get by stars. It's either that or the first option. Which one of them gonna choose?
All right, may I reason with him?
But Tom go first.
For the
All
5
right.
minutes.
5 minutes.
So moderator, give everybody 5 minutes with Doorland.
All right. Tell me when the 5 minutes start.
Angie.
Get ready.
Angie.
No, ready.
All right, ready. All right. Mr. Dorland, let me say
Yes,
this.
sir.
Everybody's supposed to know. I'm a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. Back then, I support Bruce Golding right up through my MP. And what I see Bruce Golding brought to the country was the Integrity Commission and the Oversight Committee. And when I see the form of good governance,
Bless her.
when I saw the form of good governance,
That's all right.
I could say that is good. When the Portia Simpson Miller came in with her administration, I listened to her and she said the Integrity Commission is a very good mechanism to hold public officials accountable. And she wouldn't trouble the Oversight Committee with the oppositions overlooking it. And follow through, fast forward. When Andrew came with his administration and started to move around things that will stop the mechanism or the institution from work. We are all Jamaicans first, and then we choose a party and a leader. And when I saw the report coming out, as a public official and the mechanism catch you, the evidence is there that you are moving around millions, you use charity money, you walk away from SSL in a short order, then you receive a money in your bank account, that all of these things, all well-thinking Jamaicans have to, these are questions needs to be answered. So while the Integrity Commission operate on a particular pathway, that the information that they have fetched cannot be daunted or tainted with any external affairs, we realize it is a good movement working. So what I was expecting, and many other labor rights who are well thinking realize that this government, something is wrong. Up to this day, the government of Jamaica have not put a platform together like what the PNP did to break it down and say, let's examine it. All is going on. All the labor rights around Jamaica and the world are realizing that it is just pure hide and seek business. So it is not about two accounts with him mother and his father. As a labor right where becomes Jamaica first and say we cannot go with this anymore. We need a change. Mark Golding can give an account, and if he can give an account for his personal and his public of life, we want that level of leadership. Time come for change. So I would want to ask you a question. Do you find the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party integrity in a questionable platform that requires him to step aside for due diligence, come clean for on behalf of the people? That's my question.
All right, look. You say like you were a labor right. What you do? You switch, you turn back.
You may answer you? I'm a Jamaica first now. Don't
Yeah,
with the Labour
yeah.
Right Party now.
All right, okay, look. We played, the Labour Party played an integral part in setting up the Integrity Commission. The Labour Party has initiated a lot of things to curtail corruption in this country. If you look at Transparency International corruption score year after year after year, you will notice that under the Labour Party, the JLP rank better than the PNP on the Transparency International corruption score. All right? And this is in spite of the fact that the people who are reporting these information to Transparency International is biased against the JLP.
We know they are biased against the JLP because we know that National Integrity Action supplied Transparency International with most of the information, if not all. And we know that National Integrity Action is comprised of mostly comrades, and they are biased against JLP. But nevertheless, in the last couple of years, they have had to provide integrity scores, which show that Jamaica corruption is falling. The index is improving. You know, it's a complicated index.
Mr. Nolan, 5 minutes. Go fast track to Andrew Wallace, the leader. No, you can't go in the world. Do you find the leader? The leader.
Hold on, time. Time. Can you take about 3 minutes time?
Yeah.
The leader, no one.
If the moderator could indicate how much time I have left, you give me a minute warning.
Yeah, I give an extra minute because it take a little bit of extra time before we reach the question.
Yes. The point I'm making, man, the party as a whole is very. We are the initiators of things that will improve our integrity in Jamaica. Right? From the Siaga time, Contractor General, and come to Bruce, and now Andrew Holness. These people are stickler for clean government, and they have done everything in their power to improve our integrity score. And if you were to look at the Transparency International Corruption Index, you will see that for yourself, right? And the current leader, Andrew Wallace, is as clean as a whistle, and he does either talk about integrity, just like Bruce, just like Eddie Siaga, right? So that culture has been maintained under this leader. And the current charges against him is totally trump up, fictitious rubbish. You understand?
That's all.
All right,
yeah,
your
that's
time marches.
Okay.
Around my time.
Give me some call. Give me some call.
All right.
Yeah, give me some call.
Mr. Cole, you know, so me want to touch him up before Mr. Cole, please. I'm the guy asking for a second. Mr. Cole, beg this, please.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Morning. Good afternoon, Mr. Dolan. Yeah, open me a mic. Open me, Mr. Dolan. May I have a dialogue, you know?
Yeah, man, my mic is open.
Yeah, man. First question. You have a chance to read the Integrity Commission report?
If I had a chance to read it?
Yeah.
I've not perused it in detail, but I've done a cursory look at it, yes.
So you have an understanding of it?
Yes.
Okay. How you feel about the Prime Minister of Jamaica statutory declaration had not been certified in the last 3 years?
I feel very badly. Why has it not been certified? It's a deliberate sabotage.
No. May I ask you a question?
No, but
you know the rule of the IC and the rule and the rule that the member of parliament / prime minister / opposition leader is supposed to do with between them and the IC.
Yeah.
What is it? What is that? What is the responsibility of the member of parliament or the prime minister? We read the IC. What? Yeah.
Well, look, man. Certain public officials, including member of parliament.
We are the prime minister.
I'm answering your question. Okay. These people are required to make annual declaration, right? And,
of what? Of what?
Of their assets, their income and liabilities.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And that has been done.
Really, all right. So look at this, you know? Yes. So listen now. I must say we are reason the thing, man. All right. So,
yeah, man, we are reason.
So the prime minister supposed to give the prime minister and the minister and the opposition leader and others supposed to give them assets, liabilities, and earnings. Don't. That is it. Don't.
Look, I've never looked at one of those declarations.
No, you know, say we are reason kind of that. Say, you just say that.
I'm answering, man. I can't answer yes or no, man. I'm answering.
Was a yes or no question?
Well, no. Well, the thing is, I have never looked at one of those declaration forms. And to be quite honest, I don't know if there's a part for liability to be declared.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. But
All right.
but the thing is, what this much I know is that each member, each public official is required to file his declaration annually.
What I'm saying, the annual declaration is you know,
man, bear with me. Let me just make the point.
Boy, if you say you don't understand, but me I tell you what, as a person who see it already, me I tell you what it is.
Wait.
Okay.
Each member is supposed to file his declaration. I don't know the format that the declaration is. The form takes. Wait, man.
Let me explain to what a farm takes. Me I tell you what it takes.
All right, let me make the point though. So when you file the declaration, if the commissioners need more information, they ask for it.
Me not reach just so I get.
And they are provided with these additional information.
But you know, man, me I try explain to you. All right. So you're supposed to file your liabilities, your asset, and your earnings. So me ask you the question. If you file all of that to the Integrity Commission, and the Integrity Commission found that everything is intact, your liabilities, your earnings, and your asset match up. You believe that wait. Oh, you believe that the Integrity would pass it? Would give him a clean bill of health? Huh?
Look. My position is this. The Integrity Commission, as it now stands, is less than genuine. They started with a conclusion, and they were in search of evidence to support their conclusion. They did not just look at the document and follow the thing wherever it may lead. You want me to tell you straight up, they were out to get him.
Why?
All right.
Why?
All right. Time up now. Time for Mr. Cole now. Mr. Cole, your 8 minutes start.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dornan.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right. I heard you say you don't read the integrity report. You don't look back.
Talk up, Mr. Cole. Talk up louder.
I heard you say you don't read
it accurately. I said I took a cursory look at it. I did not peruse it.
You just look at it. Cursory mean you just look at it temporarily. Because you're not interested to read it. So you just go through and look. Is that an intention to read? That's why your cursory say look at it. Right? Make we move on. I have reached up to 76 today. And the sticking point for me is that the Prime Minister opened a charity organization, took that money, buys tax and ban with it, and for 3 years declare it as his own asset. That's a thieving intention. Right? And when the Integrity Commission started to query the Prime Minister about it, him try to put back in the money. The Prime Minister said him have no dealment with SSL. And after that, him open an account with $0 at NCB, 143,000 US dollar was transferred to him. Right? The Prime Minister have 4 companies where he report that him don't make any money. Yet one of the company make $300,000. And the company will make $300,000 lend another company $20 million. Do you think in your mind that the Prime Minister commit a fraud when him take the money from the charity, buys tax and ban of his own, and declare it for 3 years? And when them find out says the charity money, 34,000 US, and he makes 16,000 US from it. Do you believe that the Prime Minister commit a fraud if right? That is true. Do you believe that the Prime Minister commit a fraud?
All right. Can I come in now?
Yeah.
Look, first and foremost, it is patently evident that the Prime Minister had no intention to mislead, had no intention to gain things illicitly, and he did not commit any fraud. And this position was substantiated, was upheld by the foreign guys, the forensic auditors.
No, don't come here, come mislead. No.
Wait, man. Wait, yeah, I listen to you.
No,
now,
my
man.
minute telephone. No.
We didn't give him the rest of your time.
No, me never know. My time, but you need to make an answer.
Let me respond to the question.
So when you finish talking, answer Mr. Cole.
No. The auditing firm refer that the Prime Minister must be investigated by the TAJ and the FID.
No, the
auditors.
firm made no
Hold
such
on, let
reference.
Mr. Cole finish.
No, but on point of order, we have to interject, because we can't allow him to.
Yeah, but then we not go by time, and you're chipping on Mr. Cole time.
Right? The Integrity Commission table the Parliament, the paper in the Parliament, with a recommendation that it need to go to the FID and the TAJ for further investigation. But here what Mr. Dolan, when the third is coming, and the commissioner will be in Parliament, and I don't believe that Andrew Holness can survive the 3rd of October. Because the Jamaican people will hear that Mr. Holness did not cooperate with the investigation. He wrote to the chairman of the commission.
Time up.
Thank you.
All right, you can answer now, Mr. Darlan. Mr. Darlan?
Sir Francis, mute your mic.
Mute.
Mr. Francis. Unmute your mic, Mr. Francis. Yeah.
Oh yes, thank you. I didn't know that. I'm saying that the forensic auditors came here. They were paid $34 million to do their work. They did a thorough job, and they found nothing. And the director of investigation or whatever, Mr. Stevenson, all they could have done after the forensic auditors were finished was to focus on 4 bank accounts and wanted to press charge there because the leader did not know that his parents had placed him on 4 bank account that contained $384,000 Jamaican dollars. 384,000 Jamaican dollars.
Mr. Francis, like come to share my time with you. Can I just interject with you something, please?
Sure, man, sure. Like
Mr. Francis,
yes.
the fact you know read the report and know you quote the quote from the report.
No. Your point of correction. I did not read it. Me not go right. Me not peruse it. Me not go to it line by line, and I don't go to the 170 page.
You can directly to the position where the forensic auditor where you just read money.
And I want to know why the forensic audit report was not included in the report.
So you quote from it.
But it's a known fact. It's part of the report that there were forensic auditors who were paid $34 million, and they found that there was nothing untoward there.
And that's in the report.
That is a known fact. That is in the public domain. You don't have to read that in the report.
Okay. All right. Continue.
Yeah. And the point I'm making is that those the forensic auditors gave their opinion, right? It was not to the liking of the corruption investigator, and that is why I want to include FID and TAJ. But all those inclusion is doing is to show that the investigator does not know what he's doing. Doesn't have a clue. You should go listen to 411. The lady do a video, a YouTube video. I would invite you all to go and listen to it.
Mr. Francis, let it be known. Tell the club that 411 is a JLP analyst. The 411 lady. Why don't listen? You listen to the Jackson Miller one?
Of course, and I know she have to come back, apologize and all kind of things. Facts are facts, and it doesn't matter whether they come from PNP or JLP.
So what? The only thing she apologized for was when she said the IC don't have the authority to send it to the parliament. That's where she apologized. Because she apologized to the MOU, so the IC is entitled to do what she did. That one must stop. We not tell where the lead not say.
No. All I said is that I listened to her, and I also know that she had to come and apologize for things she said. And that those are facts. Anyway, the thing is, my brother, the fact of the matter is that the Integrity Commission started out with a conclusion, right? And they went in search of evidence to support the conclusion. They could not find any evidence. And Mr. Stevenson is determined. They need to find evidence because they have ulterior motives. They have ulterior motives. They are not just there to look, at a public servant declaration.
All right.
And to go through it and determine if he's honest or not. They were there to nail and to wholeness.
Mr. Francis, just further clarification. So are you saying that the IC that was set up by the Jamaica Labour Party, staffed by the Jamaica Labour Party, is out to doing the Prime Minister? That's what you are telling now. From outset, from day one.
Yes. Look, you can always set up a body. You can set up a court. Look, it's like all the court in the United States, the Supreme Court. You can set up court even in Jamaica here. And you set up the court with all good intentions. You staff these institutions with people that you think are of high integrity.
Time.
But then these people can lose their way.
RJ, time up, darling. RJ.
Yeah, and can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Evening, Mr. Dolan. Mr. Dolan? Yeah, I want you to listen to this. Page 43, page 45, and page 47. This is what the Integrity Commission defined as illicit enrichment. That a significant increase in the assets of a public official that he or she cannot reasonably explain in relation to his or her lawful income. So your assets grow disproportionate to your lawful income. Page 45, where a public servant owns assets disproportionate to his lawful earnings, and upon being requested by the Commission or any person duly authorized to investigate an allegation of corruption. Page 47, a person has enjoyed a certain amount of wealth, and the lawful origin of this wealth cannot be explained by reference to the person's lawful income. You understand what that means, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
What kind of income? What kind of income? What kind of income?
We're going on the income now. Page 113 to page 118 of the report details his social media company, right? They asked him, what is the nature of the business? He said, holding and renting media equipment, managing public relations, planning and managing events, social media management and communications, multimedia content creation and ideation for clients. That's what he said, When you reach page 114, the Integrity Commission was not satisfied based on the evidence that Mr. Holness provided, and they asked him, what is the source of Positive Media Solution Limited income and or funding? In your response, provide a list of clients to which services were provided for 2020, 2021, and 2022. So they said to Mr. Holness, based on the information that you have given us about this company, it's insufficient. Give us a list of the clients that you have, right? Because based on what you've given us, that cannot account for the money. Listen to what the honest Prime Minister said. On the advice of my attorney at law, I have limited my response to the statutory declarations referenced and being reviewed, which is in the year ended the 31st of December 2021. In other words, him say me not give you no more information other than what me give you already.
Well,
Hold on, we're not finished yet.
You're not done. Okay.
Page 125 now, when they kind of reach some sort of conclusion. The DI highlights that the records submitted for Imperium and the explanations provided by Mr. Holness to the Integrity Commission do not fully account for the transactions in tables 16 and 17 above. You can look at them. In this sense, Imperium's financial statements and other documentation for 21, 22 do not account for the movement of over 72 million from Positive Media to Imperium, neither in 2021 nor 2022. Likewise, Positive Media's management accounts and other documentation submitted to the Commission do not DO space NOT account for the amounts advanced to Imperium in 2021. Now I'm going to ask you a question. This report sound like say they don't have anything to charge this man for?
Why they didn't charge him?
They're saying
why they didn't charge? Why the investigator did not recommend that he be charged for all of those questions that you are asking?
Because of what I just did. If they had referred it to FID already, we would not have all of this information in front of us because they could not have published the report. So they had to put it to Parliament first so that they can publish the report for people like me and the rest of the public to read it. So that's the only reason why they never referred him directly. Now I'm asking, hold on, follow me. You can talk after this. We define what is illicit enrichment, right? Page 43, page 44, page 45, and page 47. Based on page 113, all the way down to page 125, where they're saying that based on the explanations that Mr. Holness gave us and the banks and the accounting information, 72 million of funds being moved, and this is just one company, cannot be accounted for. Think about that. When they ask him to provide more information, the innocent man said, my lawyer told me not to give you guys any more other than what I wrote in 2021. That's what the innocent man.
The point is made. Let me respond to it.
All right, your time start now. Your time finish, RJ.
All right, thank you, ma'am. The point is, if the Prime Minister done anything wrong, for example, if the Prime Minister had failed to provide information when asked to do so, that would be grounds for charging him. And if he had done anything wrong and the investigator found any discrepancy, that would have been grounds to charge him. Why didn't he charge him? They also had this forensic audit who they paid $34 million.
This is the result.
Wait, man. Don't interrupt me, man.
Don't speak. So the next time you don't interrupt nobody else the next time, Mr. Darlan.
Let me make the point. No, man, but it's not like it's not a point of order I'm raising. This is a statement of fact that they paid $34 million to dig up every transaction the Prime Minister ever made. And the forensic auditors came back and said, they no find nothing there. There was no there. So this lawyer man now, him no more than accountant, him no more than forensic auditors.
Point of order, Darlan. Darlan, where you see that where you see a while ago? Which part now you report that?
What? You have to be specific.
No, you say the forensic auditor come, they say one, them paying 34 million. Two, him say the forensic auditor dig up everything and say the Prime Minister is innocent. Where is that?
No, the investigator can provide that information.
Where? Where can we find it?
I don't have a copy of the report here with me to quote you exactly line, paragraph and line. But the fact by the way, is it a fact or is it not that the investigator solicited the services of a forensic auditors?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Is it a fact or is it not that they paid them $34 million?
I don't know. We don't know what money.
Yeah, Mr. Darlan,
Okay.
Mr.
All right.
Darlan.
Is it not a fact that the investigator failed to include the forensic audit report because it did not suit?
No, that is wrong.
It did not suit what he was looking for.
That is wrong, Mr. Darlan. That is wrong. Let me read it again. And this is just for one company. You know, we don't touch all of them yet. Now. This is for one company.
So RJ, you're cutting off is 5 minutes.
No, it's a point of order, you know. It's a point of order.
Okay.
Yeah, please. If I
Does him have 1 minute leave?
The DI highlights.
You can't give me back my time, man.
What I'm saying, this is one of the findings that the DI highlights that the record submitted for Imperium and the explanations provided by Mr. Holness do not account for the transactions in Table 16 and 17. $72 million worth of transaction unaccounted for and unexplained. And Mr. Holness refused to supply further evidence. That is the forensic audit show.
Look. The lady who does 411 is an accountant. And she did a masterful job to show that the guy who was doing the investigation did not know what he was doing. He double counted and he overestimate the amount of money that was involved. Almost to the tune of about $200 million. He clearly is a lawyer, not an accountant. He does not understand the in and out of money, the moving of money from account to account and all that kind of thing. That was clearly overwhelming to the lawyer, right? And this lady, go and listen to our YouTube thing, 411.
Point of order, Mr. Darling. Point of order. Mr. Darling.
It's Darlan.
Darlan, sorry. I'm currently on the report, right? I read it like actually. Night me go to my bed and read it. Because me tell you what me read it, Mr. Darling. As I said, well-thinking Jamaicans want leaders. Well-thinking Jamaicans want leaders. And this is not about PNP or Labour Right. The entire society, local and international, is reading the report that we want good representation. And on page 125, as the gentleman quoted, this is to be held accountable, and you want to tell me that you cannot see for yourself because you're so blinded by color?
No, man.
All right, let him get back in 1 minute. 1 minute, Mr. Darlan.
No. I'm not blinded by color at all. I am guided by facts. I let facts lead with the thing. And the facts show that if the investigator had found anything, he would have asked the director of corruption prosecution to prosecute the Prime Minister. And no, that request was not made. Why did he not make it? Right? He made a request that he was charged. He was charged because he failed to disclose that he was on 4 accounts for experience. But no other charge was
Point of order. Point of order is push.
Yeah, break up. Yeah, break up, Caution.
Hear me?
Yeah, talk now.
Yeah, hear me better now?
Yeah.
No, I say point of order is supposed to be correction. You understand? And we have 2 people there wait also, so you know how much minutes you give them? 8?
Yeah, 5. But why you not give them 3 minutes?
No, before them done now, somebody else know, you know.
Gary time now. Gary time start now.
Yeah, man.
Statements involving the 3 companies. Those bank accounts were held at 3 financial institutions. the National Commercial Bank (NCB), NCB Capital Markets, and Barita. Now, intercompany deposits among the three companies linked to the Prime Minister totaled roughly $473.2 million. Intercompany withdrawals amounted to roughly $427.2 million. That's for the period 2020 to June 2023. The Integrity Commission said records submitted for Imperium and the explanations from Dr. Holness do not fully account for the transactions. In addition, financial statements and other documentation from Imperium do not account for the movement of over $72 million from Positive Media to Imperium. Likewise, the management accounts of Positive Media and other documentation submitted to the Commission do not account for the amounts advanced to Imperium. Now, there's also an
Gary? Gary?
Darlan, that was TVJ News. I RJ them basically that tell you.
Yes. And the point is, my brother, is that the corruption investigator did not know what he was doing. He does not understand accounting, and he was confused. He's a confused fellow, and he refused to be guided by the forensic auditors. The forensic auditors examined all those accounts thoroughly, and they conclude that there was no wrongdoing there. The forensic auditor concluded that. These forensic auditors are accountants of the highest caliber. And people with knowledge of accounting look at it and say, there's no there. There's nothing to see here. But the investigator, who is determined to find something, think that there is something there, and he's still looking. In other words, he's still fishing for something. That's the point. And you guys are not to be confused by people who's on a fishing expedition. If he had found evidence of wrongdoing, he would have asked the director of corruption prosecution to prosecute the declarant.
All right.
They did not ask for that. The one thing they asked for the director of public prosecution said, look, man, this is rubbish. This is rubbish.
Dorland. You hear me?
Yes, man. Yes.
All right. First and foremost, we could clear up this. Wasn't the director of corruption prosecution, that woman there, wasn't she appointed and selected by Andrew Wellness and the Governor General?
I am not sure who appointed.
Okay, you're not sure. All right.
I'm not sure
Let
who
me tell you
appointed.
now. In 2020, she was appointed 6 months contract or probation by Andrew Wellness. So, for your argument, when the
I think you're mixing up the Chief Justice. I think you're mixing up the appointment of the Chief Justice now, because the Chief Justice was appointed on a probationary period, on a temporary basis.
Okay.
The
So
Chief
it
Justice of Jamaica. I'm talking about the Chief Justice of Jamaica.
Hold on now. So me produce that information now. You gotta eat back them words the way you just said, right?
No, the point is I did tell you that I did not know who appointed that.
No.
But the point is, my friend. The point is, I do not know who appointed Mr. Kevin Stevens. I did not know who appointed Greg Christie.
Listen.
I do not know who appointed the various commissioners.
Hold on, you politicized Kevin Stevens.
It's not that you're not there who appointed them.
Hold on, Dorland, you politicized Kevin Stevens, the DI. We are going to politicize the director of corruption because she was appointed by the Prime Minister. And if him said to she, say this and that, and him forget charge, and she ruled twice. And then the first time she ruled in the favor of the Prime Minister, you know. She ruled 2 times in the favor of the Prime Minister. One was which? Minister of Education with awarding a contract to a friend. And now with the bank account. So can we safely say that the Jamaica Labour Party has the Director of Corruption Prosecution in pocket?
No, I don't
Like
see.
Paul
I don't see how you conclude that. The point is.
Yes, I'm gonna conclude that.
But tell me
All right,
something.
then.
Tell me something.
Hold
I
on
did
there.
not
Let me
get your
conclude
name.
it for you now. Let me conclude it for you now. Remember, you know, you have an MP in the Jamaica Labour Party, which was supposed to be a caution attack to you, man.
Caution, all right, good caution.
Yeah, man, a caution, man. You have an MP that was supposed to be charged in 2009 or 2010, somewhere there about, by Paula Lewin, and she did not charge him. And Paula Lewin made a statement to the police that they should have still arrested him, even though she wasn't going to charge him. Why would Paula Lewin tell the police that they can arrest the man if there wasn't any evidence to arrest him? But because she is a chief prosecutor, she decides whether she will press charge legally or not. And I strongly believe that these two bodies, Director of Corruption Prosecution and the DPP, should remain independent of any political affiliation or appointment.
All right, caution. You see, you're injecting things outside of the scope of the argument. But
Really now.
But yeah,
Really
because
now.
you are with DPP and other politician, you know.
Nah, man, but listen, that's the
point is,
reason why
caution.
the Prime Minister don't get charged. You ask the question, why you don't get charged?
Hear me out.
Explain why you don't get charged, but you don't want to accept that.
No. You're assuming you're impugning motive. You are assuming that there's political bias by the corrupt director.
So you not assume it too. You assume it too, you know, Roland.
No.
You do the same thing just to go on.
No, but caution. Let me ask you a simple question.
Dolan, point the cursor.
Just a minute, sir. The gentleman is trying to come in. Let me just respond to caution, please. Give me a minute. Let me respond to caution. Caution.
Yeah,
if you were the Director of Corruption Prosecution and the Director of Corruption Investigation recommend that you charge the Prime Minister because he had 4 bank accounts that he obviously knew nothing about, and his name appear on them. They are for his parents, 2 for his mother, 1 for his father, and 1 for his campaign manager. And if the person recommend that you charge because there were these accounts on which his name was placed without him knowing, would you have taken that case and prosecute it if you were a prosecutor?
Yeah, because remember, she ruled upon that Mr. Vaz one and said him to get charged, right? She ruled upon that one day, and he was just late. He never filed it, you know. He was just late. And she wanted to press charges. Fine. The Prime Minister have 4 unaccounted bank account when don't put in, and we not for charge him for that. I could have half a bank book we are charging.
So tell me something now. Tell me something now. Nobody never put you on a bank account and you not even know about it.
No, you have to know about it. You have to know about it.
You have it. Your brother might put you on an account. Your mother and your father put you on an account. That's a common thing in Jamaica.
Dolan, Andrew Wallace love bank book. Him have to know same dep on it. 28 him have. Him love bank book. And our man will just have a 1 bank book. And no got bank regular. Andrew Wallace living at the bank.
Look what in charge doing Vaz for. Look what in charge doing Vaz for. Look at what in charge doing Vaz for. And look at
I know my time back yet.
No.
I'm there, I know.
Oh, well on there. We don't want straight from the program. Yeah, get back in line there, Andrew. Please and thanks. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mr. Cole. After jams, then Mr. Oh, I'm gone. Mr. Cole.
No, man, me coming from Mr. Cole.
All right, go on, you, Richard.
Yeah, man. Dolan. Well, I remember saying you start your premise by saying that
before the Prime Minister submit him statutory declaration, you know, the IC was targeting him, you know. That's what you're saying, you know. You say that. So when Caution bring up what you say, I will I guess a Caution, I do the same thing what you say. You can't have your cake and eat it, Mr. Dolan. I'm going to ask you again, I go back to this because I go back to Dolan. I want to ask you a question. If the Prime Minister submitted statutory liability, asset and earnings and everything. When I mean your earnings, I mean your pay where you get, I mean your pay, I mean your business where you do, I mean, because they say in my construction work, I'm a developer, everything where you do, that's a part of earnings. But the thing is that, you know, all of the housing development we have, all of the tax we have on the road, all of the tree company we have, everything we have. When you match that in asset, it's the way ahead of that. And like say, him you know, him submit you know, him saying him and his wife develop housing scheme, then put that the money we make half it. He have 11 taxi. Then put that night. You own a bus company, then put that night. Everything we own, that's a part I earn, including pay. But the biggest thing where I see the problem with no dollar is that all of the money we earn, the assets still more than that. So what the IC want to know, and RJ right to you number, say the IC and say, listen me, you see the 70 million, 700 million, where this come from? And the man tell the IC, in the report, say, listen, me last, I'm not tell you nothing more. My last say, you must go ask your mother and go away. My last say, move. So this is the point now. I remember go back to the forensic auditor now. Because you use your common sense and quote the foreign auditor. You know tell where me get from where foreign auditor. You see a forensic auditor, then go to your account with a fine tooth code. Then go to every last thing. You see when they go through it, and when they see, then tell the person who employ them, say, listen me, you don't have the capability to go through this. You don't have the Prime Minister, you know, tell you no. You see, FID.
No, man, point of order here, man. Moderator, point of order. No, you're passing on misleading information.
Go on.
But we can't allow you to continue.
Go.
You are saying that the forensic auditors say that they are not, because the Prime Minister is not providing information, they are not able to do that. No such thing was said. That's not correct.
Listen, I can't tell a point of order because you never read the report.
Exactly. And it could
but that's neither you're not here. The fact that
you get a chance to answer. You get a chance to answer.
The audit said no such thing.
Wait a man. No.
That much I read.
No. Let me correct you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry.
Let me correct you. Wait, age. Let me correct you. Remember me saying no. You know you're not from the forensic audit kind of abundance report and me not see it. Me speculate when me believe happen. Now it becomes like I use a common sense. Like I use your common sense, say forensic audit say they not find nothing, release. So me I tell you what me believe, say man say. Say?
No, but your belief no matter.
Don't you no matter neither? So
no. The point what I said is that it's in the public domain.
Can I come? No.
There are forensic auditors. Everybody know about that.
No,
it's in the public domain.
No.
That the forensic auditor said there. There's nothing here to see.
On a point of order, it is not in the public domain that the forensic audit said so. It is in the Jamaica Labour Party domain.
Let me continue. Yes, thanks, Comment call. So, with that said, the forensic auditor tell, and you're going to use choosing that went in the parliament, you know. You go here, it went in the parliament, no shame. Tell him, say, listen me. What we see us need more than you where you can do. The DI, it need the FID, which if you want, if the FID want, everyone can go to the FBI, Scotland Yard, or Interpol. Then right, Chuck, tell the Jackson like that, you know. Yeah, so the fact that the FBI, them say, I remember, you know, when Katie Knight, a premier lawyer, he man say first, we don't want me something when he say
First thing is a collusion. Second thing is money laundering. Third thing is a tax evasion. There's that three things will come out of it. You get me, I say? So, foreign, who, that means I the DC give uno all of the information and the JLP. Because I don't know what you talk about. Because you start from a premise, so the IC a target the Prime Minister, you know. Because then come to you say the IC come to a conclusion and look evidence feet, you know. That's what you say, you know.
Yeah, I stand by it.
Okay then.
The IC is on a fishing.
All right, Mr. Darlan, you're getting 3 minutes now.
Time?
The 3 minutes start now to respond.
Yeah, all right, look. The bottom line is this, guys. The Prime Minister was thoroughly investigated, and there was nothing material found. Nothing material found to say that illicit enrichment took place or dishonesty took place.
Can read piece more of the report. Make it say that again.
You guys are looking at the movement of
and a
money.
point of order. May I follow up with you?
Hold
And a
on.
point of order.
I feel like we not abuse the point of order, you know. Cause in there, Anthony come back up, you know. Everybody I try to use a point of order as an escape code for talk.
Yeah, but it's usually point of order is if a man make a false statement and we want to correct it. That is when it should be used. If I'm saying something wrong and somebody want to call me out for it, fine. But
yeah, man, a point of order. A point of order. The Prime Minister is not thoroughly investigated. And that's why them refer him to the FID and the tax office. The investigation is not over.
All right. I might have to get my closing argument here and now. Anyway, I'm going to need about 5 minutes for that. So, I will tell you why. I will tell you why there is an attempt to prolong the investigation. But I say that from a closing argument. If we're going to have a closing argument.
Oh man, I just 3 minutes. I think you should just want to switch it up.
No, because I would really like maybe about 5 minutes to make a point, the whole thing. Let me tell you something, my comrade friends. Caution other people. This whole investigation was part of the strategy of the People's National Party.
Brother, wrong this, brother, wrong this.
Corruption. Corruption. You understand? They have a history of alleging corruption. And it has worked for them from 1962.
From 1972. Me, I got disturb you.
No, Anthony, don't disturb him. Don't disturb him.
No, me, I disturb him. Who created the IC? Who created the Integrity Commission?
Look, man,
PNP created.
The Integrity Commission was compiled by both governments.
Somebody has to disturb it. You're trying to align the Integrity Commission with the People's National Party, and you're
with PNP. Who created the IC? Who created the Integrity Commission?
Hold on, wait. First and foremost, the Integrity Commission is an independent body, an independent investigation body. It's not a PNP body, and if you're going to align the investigation body with the PNP, you should align the DPP with the JLP alongside with the Director of Corruption and whatsoever. You don't want to do that.
Exactly,
Kasha. So upon the mutual aspect of the information that is before us. That is all we agree.
Exactly, Kasha. Exactly.